over to Sandra. Hang on, we need to share.
How do I screen share on here, Robbie?
I'll just really.
Screen.
No, I've got to hand over the Just sent it over to you now.
Okay, show my screen, yeah?
Yep.
Do I need to press record or anything?
No, I'm recording it.
Okay.
So you just have to click on screen share.
Just let me know when you're seeing my screen.
Yep, I think we've got it now. It should have, it's got connected to, yep, your screen's up there.
Hey, darling, come on.
Okay, can you see my Aweber box?
Yep.
Alrighty, Robbie. Now, as I'm going through this, if when I'm scrolling and changing pages, it interferes with my audio, just holler at me, because I won't know.
Yeah, no worries.
Thanks. Okay. Okay. Well, tonight I'm going to just run through quickly what I did the other day when I had the breakthrough with Aweber and sending out a broadcast and being able to share it all over the place around the internet with a newsletter that I sent out to my list. So I'm just going to go through the steps exactly what I did. Now I have an old SFM list here that I sent out the original boot camp to ages and ages ago.
Noise?
I don't know, but maybe Robbie can mute everyone who doesn't need to be talking.
Yeah.
Or can I?
Really? I have to go through and mute them manually.
Well, maybe if we just ask everybody to mute themselves.
If everyone mutes themselves, then we don't have to worry about it. And then if they want to talk, they can unmute themselves.
Or type a question in the box.
Yeah, that works.
And you can keep an eye on the questions.
Yep.
Okay, now after fighting with Aweber forever and ever and ever, and I thought I would never ever master this beast. I mean, it was like almost 6 months before I even signed up to Aweber Auto and had the autoresponder when I joined the SFM in November 2012. I actually was using the SFM default system because I didn't know anything about autoresponders and I just did not want to deal with it. And I wasn't really building the SFM business anyway, so I didn't seem to think that I would need to worry about it too much. So I just thought, well, SFM can have my list and they can just run it. Because I wanted to build my Allo business, and with the Allo business and the support that I get from the company that makes the products, they already had an autoresponder built into the website that they helped me build. So, and it was very, very easy to use that one. But I played around, I set up a list for my Forever business, my Allo business in here, which is that list there. And I was playing around with Aweber for a little bit to see just how it worked, how you collect leads and stuff like that. And learning how to hook up a blog, broadcast, and do that sort of stuff. Basically build a list. I didn't really care whether I got leads or not, but I just set it up and I just went through and I just learnt how to do everything. And I basically started at the beginning. I didn't care if I made mistakes. I just did it. I would suggest if you're new to Aweber and you've only just started with Aweber, I would suggest that you watch a couple of help videos. So go to the help section and go through the knowledge section. and read and watch some of the videos. They're very helpful. Go into your apps section and make sure you set up your apps in Aweber, because they're going to come in very handy for you. So, you know, make sure you integrate your apps. You know, I've got Facebook integrated and WordPress, because I have a WordPress site. That was so I can broadcast my blogs that I write on WordPress to a list. I've got the SFM app integrated, and there's a few other apps, you know, that you may not have that I have. But down here there are also all of these other apps as well. So whatever sort of site you're building, even if you're building a PayPal, you know, a site that you can put a PayPal shopping cart on, you know, you can integrate apps. So whatever apps are relevant to you, I would suggest you integrate them into your Aweber. That would be one of the first things I would do. This Facebook integration app, what that will do for you is that will put a tab, an Aweber tab, on whatever business page, fan page that you choose for it to go on to. And then you can build a basic sign-up form. And so then that way, when people come across that sign-up form on your fan page on Facebook and click on it, they can enter their name and email address, and it will actually, they'll actually come into your list in Aweber. So they can subscribe to your list. And I mean, you can design the form any way you like. I mean, you have to stay within the size parameters that Aweber has. You can't make it bigger or smaller, so not all the templates will work with it. But you can, you know, you can adjust the writing and what type of writing you're going to have on there, what colours, you know, whether it's a newsletter or whatnot. So integrate your Facebook app with your Aweber, and that will put a Facebook tab, that'll put a tab on your Facebook fan page, and you can advertise then. You can advertise that link. So when you're doing a post on Facebook, you may copy your tab link and put that into your post, and your tab will be there, your sign-up tab will be there in your post on Facebook, and then that way when you advertise that particular post, when people click on it, it will take them into the sign-up form in your tab in Facebook, and they can automatically add themselves to your list. Okay, now back to what I was doing the other day. So we'll just go to home. What I did was a broadcast. It wasn't a blog broadcast, it was just a broadcast that I built for my aloe vera business, but I'm going to use this really old SFM list here. Now this is going to seem very foreign to you, and some of you are going to think, what is she doing advertising this to SFM people? But they never opted in. None of these people on this particular list opted in for anything at SFM. They got their boot camp, they got their list, and they haven't really done anything since then. And I haven't done anything with the list since then either. So what you want to do is you want to create a broadcast. So you just click on that. Now I might, hey?
You just stopped talking.
Robbie?
I just
I
saw
went quiet. I didn't want to talk while the page was loading in case it chopped me in and out.
Fair enough. I just was wondering whether you'd stopped talking or whether you'd just been muted out. But it's all good. Carry on.
Okay. So we've clicked on, we've set our list, we've clicked on broadcast, and we're here on the broadcast page, okay? Now we can scroll down. Now you have a choice. You can choose templates if you wish. If you choose a template, you have to work within the parameters of that template. So there's only so much you can do. You can choose categories. You can have a look at all the templates. There's corporate, there's blog, there's downloads. You can go through and choose whichever template you feel would be suitable for you. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that. What I'm going to do to make it easy is I'm going to choose just a plain template, and I'm going to build from scratch. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to click down here, and I'm going to apply. This may take a little bit to load. Okay, now up here you'll need to insert a subject heading. So I have set up some suggestions here so I can save time. Copy. I'm going to send this SFM list some information about aloe vera, because they're obviously not interested in building a business. So, yeah. We'll see if they're interested in their health. I don't want personalisation, so I'm going to click on this, and click on it again, and click here, and I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and hopefully find where I can take it off.
Highlight and hit delete.
Okay, highlight and hit delete, yeah. Usually it just pops up and you can just click no personalization. There it is. Fantastic. Okay. Now building from scratch. Say you want a headline in here. That's easy enough to do. You can just click out of there. If you want to put a headline in your blank page, you grab headline and you just bring it down, and you can put it up the top here and put your headline. This is probably going to confuse the heck out of these people, because the last lot of stuff they got from me was SFM, but I don't mind. Click in the box till you see your little flashing cursor there. Highlight that. Paste. Okay, and now what you can do with this is you can do lots of things with this. You can highlight it, you can change your fonts, you can change the size, you can bold it, you can change the color. And I'll just apply, and you could put a highlighted section behind it as well, like that. There you go. See? Come down here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight from here. Down. I'm going to copy all of this. It's just like building blog in WordPress. Go. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just doing some quick edits. So I'll change the font and do any bolding out that I'm going to do in here now that I've got all the text in here, and this saves you time. And it's easier to do it when you've got it all in the newsletter. Just like when you're doing a blog. So I'm going to make this like a little bit larger. with the same font. And we'll go green, so it looks different. I'm going to bold this out. I'm keeping this very simple and basic, but there are other things you can do if you want. You can, if you wanted to, you can add articles, you can add images, paragraphs, but I'm just going to keep this very simple because this list probably won't be very responsive. It's just to show you how you can use a simple theme to build out something.
You stop talking, Sandra.
I do that. I've got some share stuff at the bottom of this now. Lost my share. Okay. Now let's see where that's sharing to. Okay, so now everyone can share this particular newsletter. You can also add follow buttons as well. Now I'm pretty sure that follow is our down under link. Yeah, so I don't want that. I want them to follow me on here. I'm not really interested in a Twitter account. I want to add an image somewhere in here, so I may put that yeah, I'll put it just below the article, and I'll upload an image. See if I can find an image that'll link to the article. Well, it'll look like the article. Doesn't really matter, you can put whatever image you want in there. It's just a matter of picking one. Go that one there. And then with your image you can put it to the left. You can turn it into a thumbnail. Aweber's been a bit glitchy today, so it's taking a while for Aweber to make things pretty. We'll just leave that for the moment, and you can put whatever link in here you want. Now, when you put a link in and you get this invalid input here, just hit your arrows and go back to the front of the link. And it'll reset and it'll search and register your link as long as it's the correct link. Okay, so that's the link that's going to be associated with the picture. Hopefully the picture will show up very shortly. I do not know why it is not. Aha! There you go. And so my image has a link in it. What I can also do here is I can place a link at the end of this simply by typing in and putting a couple of extra full stops there. And I just highlight this here and click on link, and I can put the same link in there. And just check your links, just check and make sure that they're all valid and you've got your valid tick down there. And there you go. There you have a very basic built letter that you can send. I mean, you can do a lot more with it. You can add extra pictures. You can make it look like an article. You can add an article thing in here if you want. But because this list isn't very active, I just wanted to show you how easy it was to do this sort of thing. You can use a template if you want. If you're happy with what you got, then you can just, you know, get it ready to send. And because you've put your share buttons down there, people can share it. And in here, when they receive the letter, this will be in there, this will be in the letter as well. And they'll be able to follow the Down Under Marketing page on Facebook. Not that that's got anything to do with Aweber, but anyway, we'll just leave that in there for now. And they can share it on these networks here. So when you're happy with that, you just click Save. It's all just a matter of just playing around with it. You can then send a test to yourself if you want. Up the top there, you can send a test so you can see what it looks like. I'm not really going to worry. I've got a pretty good idea on what this is going to look like. So I'm going to save again, just in case it didn't save properly the first time. And with Aweber, that could be quite possible. Go to next. And here is the important part when you've got share buttons and follow buttons in your newsletters. When you want a newsletter, now the reason why you want a newsletter to have shares and stuff in it is because what this will do when I broadcast this is it will share into Facebook on the, sorry Robbie, it'll actually share into Facebook on the Down Under Marketing fan page. As a post, and it'll also go to everybody's email box that's on that list, and they'll actually be able to share it from their email as well. So they'll be able to share it to Google Plus and Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. I always have myself on one of these lists. You might want to put it on Twitter as well. And the reason I always have myself on one of these lists is because I can then share it from my own email box. But you'll click Next. You can schedule it to go out if you want. You can set a schedule date. You can choose to share it to other lists if you want. I just want to exclude all of those lists, just to make sure it doesn't go out. And I'm going to send this out straight away. But on this sharing one, just make sure that you have your sharing button turned on. If you have it turned off, it won't share. If you have it turned on, then it will share. This is the direct link. I can copy this link. Pretty sure this is the one that I copy. It'll share with an RSS feed as well.
So Sandra, it's Nan. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Sorry, I just have a question. Is that okay?
Yep. Yep.
I don't understand that part of the sharing and how all the different feeds and everything. I just don't understand how that works. Are you able to explain that?
Yep. All right. When we designed it, when we were in design, what we did to get all the sharing stuff done, we grabbed this. Now, if you haven't set this up, the first time you grab these sorts of things, they'll get you to share. They'll get you to set them up. But to put the share buttons down the bottom, you can do this even if you haven't set up your Facebook and your Twitter in here. You'll grab that.
Yep.
You'll just right click on it and you'll drag it down, and you can put it up the top.
Yeah.
You can put it up the top as well. Put one up the top. So what these will do, right? When this email goes to my list, my list will have these share buttons above the email and below the email. If they like the email and they want to share the email, say it's a newsletter and they want to share it with other people, they'll be able to click on one of these share buttons and share it to these places. Okay. The follow button works a little bit different. If you haven't set the follow buttons up in your Aweber, the first time you bring them down and put them in, like if I grab this, I haven't got Twitter set up on this, and I put this in here, and go over to here, like you can click on that and you can add a Facebook account, you can add a Twitter account. So you click on that and it'll take you over to your Twitter, and you can authorize it. You'll put in your Twitter account and authorize it and that sort of stuff, and it'll do the same for Facebook as well.
And can you put any text? See how Facebook came up twice just then, like say you do have two Facebook pages. Can you, do you know if you can change and put anything next to that? Can I type next to that?
Like put type text next to it.
Like so you put the actual name.
No, but if I click on this,
it takes you there. But if you had two, I just mean it so you could, if it looks so you could clarify that they are actually different.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to put two, you could, but I wouldn't necessarily put two. Like I've already hooked up Down Under Marketing to that, so I don't really need to worry about that too much.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just showing you what you do if it was the Twitter one. I just didn't want to add the Twitter one into here because this has already got the Down Under Marketing link in it. So I can clear that there. Like when I set this up early in the piece, actually it's when I started on Facebook. So
the bit that I don't get is in that next stage.
I can change this to, see I've got all the pages, different pages and stuff here. I can change all of these if I want. So if I want, I can pick any page from here. So if I put that there, hopefully that should save in there. Resave that. Save again. Okay, see, so now if somebody clicks on that follow button, they'll follow our Facebook fan page. It's got much to do with Allo, but we'll leave it in there. So the next bit, okay, so you click on, yep. So these bits here.
No, sorry, you're right. The next bit's what I don't get, all the links.
Okay, all right, next. Okay, these links here, this is where the boot camp is, because this is the boot camp list. This is my list that I set up with the SFM who have received the boot camp and the free list building report. So that's the home page. Aweber has set that as the home page. Aweber has also created an RSS feed for this list, for this broadcast, okay, that they can follow. This link here that I copied, this direct link, I'm going to try and give this a go. If I open this, actually I'll show you that in a minute, okay. This is the link I do believe that if you copy this, you can share it. You can share it on wherever you want. You can open up a new page and it'll open up the newsletter that you're about to send out. So we're going to click next and we're going to get this newsletter sent out so I can show you what I mean.
And does that just, do you have to choose one of those, or does that just appear in the newsletter for the people that are looking at it? That's what I don't get.
The people in the newsletter won't see those links. That's on your side of things. That's on your Aweber side of things. They won't actually see those links listed like that. They'll be hidden within the actual newsletter. So when they scroll over things and stuff, so it's not actually set up, so they don't actually see that. See, you're in your dashboard of Aweber here. You're not actually in the newsletter as such. Okay. So here's the newsletter, okay. Does your health matter? Send now. We'll send that out now. Actually, I'll send a test to my email so I can show you what it looks like and what I mean about the sharing. Okay, close out. Now I'm going to send that out. And that will go down here and you just let it finish spinning before you slip off anywhere. To make sure it gets sent out. I did a quick one that had virtually nothing in it before I came onto this webinar just to make sure Aweber was working, because Aweber had been glitching all day, and it had been a real pain. But that link that I copied, if I go to here, it should, if Aweber wants to be nice to us, because we had a bit of a problem there most of the day with Aweber in the broadcast section. And then I was talking to Irene, there we go, it's sent, cool, it's completed. So that link that I copied, if I go to here, and this is my Gmail account, and I paste in here, I'm going to close down my Aweber. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Oh, good. That link that I copied, Neen, that direct link, if I paste that in here, hopefully that will show what I'm talking about. I don't, my Wi-Fi isn't, yeah, there you go.
Oh, look at you.
That's the newsletter that I just sent out to people. And I can even, I can even change the pictures up here. I want, see, there you go. So I can share that if I wish.
I mean, but then if you've sorry.
Yeah, go on. Go on.
So if you've got that already set up though, like linked to your Facebook account, for example, you won't need to do that, will you? So if you've got the Facebook. Or do you?
Yeah, no, you won't need to do it in Facebook. This is just if you want to like share it on LinkedIn or some of the other networks that aren't hooked up to
external.
Aweber.
Yeah, cool. Just wanted to get clarified.
Yep, external social media. So that would be that you copy a direct link or send yourself a test. And directly from your email, because you've got your share buttons down the bottom. If I went into my email account, and hopefully I can do that.
Then it looks like a reader sharing it, doesn't it?
It does look like a reader who's sharing it, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
So if I can open my Gmail account. My Wi-Fi is jumping all over the place. And it's crazy really, because I have Optus Broadband Unlimited, so I shouldn't have these problems. But apparently they give you a pretty shitty router box, and you've actually got to go out and buy a more decent router box to get better Wi-Fi reception throughout your house, which is great. Not that Optus will actually admit that to you. That's just stuff I found out from the different forums that I've been on the internet, gaming forums and stuff. Generally gamers, people who play World of Warcraft and your online games, generally they're really cluey into how to get better internet connections and how to set up bridging and stuff like that. So if you ever had trouble with internet and all that sort of stuff, join a couple of gaming forums like World of Warcraft gaming forums and stuff, and talk to those guys, because they're virtually hackers. Because I mean, they're playing games. A lot of them sit on their games for 8 to 9 hours a day, and it's all internet. So they need to have the best running equipment that they can possibly have. So yeah, they're pretty switched on that sort of stuff.
I just joined Belong, which was, it's like, no contract kind of thing, because we have we have limited options here, and they were the same. Oh yeah, it's unlimited and it's this speed and blah 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 blah. And of the morning I'm fine, but at night, like now, YouTube hangs every day. So they lied.
Now I hope loading this email inbox will not kill my connection with the webinar. If it kills my connection with the webinar, Robbie will just have to take over and follow on from there.
I can still hear you.
Oh, at least you can still hear me. It's taking a while to load.
Well, I can see your inbox.
Yeah, I know, but it's still loading up the top. So I just don't want to do too much, because see, it's still see how it's still loading up the top here? And it hasn't finished loading down here, but that's okay. That might. Okay, so here's the email that I did up, the very basic one. If I click on that. And hopefully it'll open and not freeze. There we go. See, there you go. That's what it's going to look like in the list. And they can share it. These are the share buttons I was talking about, Neen. So they can share to their list. This has gone out to the few people on that SFM list that I haven't done anything with in ages. And for all I know, one or two of them could have, a huge following on, one of these networks here, LinkedIn, G+, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. And if they click share, they'll actually share this letter, this little newsletter, with their subscribers, and they can, they can share it with their list. If they have a list of people that they feel, after they've gone and read this blog and stuff, clicked here and gone to the blog post and opened up the blog post, which I would love to do for you, but it will probably knock us out. But down in the bottom left-hand corner of my screen, you'll see the link to the blog post pop up on Read More there. And it should pop up in the picture there. And the follow Facebook, there's the digital down under in the bottom left-hand corner there. But yeah, if you want, if they wanted to, they can just share it on their own personal profiles that they have. And people will see it, and the good thing about them doing that is when they share it, when somebody clicks on that, and they can I'm probably not going to share now because I've no, oh yeah, it's long enough. And they can change the picture. Okay. They can write a status. Put that there for the time being, and these guys don't need to see it. This is how you use Google+. I can knock out the circles that don't need to see this. They've seen it before. Okay, alright, and I will share that. Now the good thing about sharing that is if any one of you have a good connection, so I don't want to open up my page again, but if maybe you could do it, Robbie, if you could go to Google G+ and then take over the screen share here. Do I have to stop this at all?
Take over the screen.
Hello, Robbie.
Stop sharing. Okay, I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yeah.
So Robbie, if you could take it over and screen share your screen and go to my G+ profile where I just shared that newsletter that I just did up, so everyone can see what's happening there. Okay. And this is why I was so excited about this, because if I've set this up properly, which I think I have, when it's shared out on the network, and even if see, that's automatically shared to Facebook on our Down Under marketing page, so I don't have to worry about that. But the other day when I sent out to my Aweber list, it automatically shared to my Facebook fan page, and it shared to my Twitter account, and my Twitter account is hooked up to my personal profile. So that was 3 places that automatically shared to, that newsletter that I did up the other day. That was 3 places that it automatically shared to once I hit send now. Once I sent that broadcast out. So that was 3 places I didn't have to worry about sharing it, that it automatically shared. So my list and everyone there could actually see it. And then the good thing about it was when people click on it and opened up the newsletter, they could actually click on the links through to my blog posts, because there was a couple of blog posts in it. So they could actually click on read the little bits of information about the blog post, click read more, and actually go to my website and read the blogs on my website. And anyone who isn't subscribed to my Forever Living list in Aweber, there's also a sign-up form in the newsletter. Have you got the screen share happening yet, Robbie?
I'm working on it.
Yeah, and so on that actual newsletter, they could not only read that newsletter, click through on the links, they could also reshare that newsletter themselves with their list. And in the left-hand side of the newsletter, they could also subscribe to that particular newsletter list. So that's why I was so excited about what I had done in Aweber the other day. And that's why I want you guys to get excited as well, because if you send out the occasional broadcast as a newsletter, so it's suitable for not only the people on your list, but also suitable for the general public to read, that way if they enjoy it and you've set it up to share, it'll share on your network, and that way if someone on your list enjoys it and you've got the share buttons on there, they can share it with their friends and anyone on their lists whom they think may be interested in it. so you can actually start to get a broader reach with some of your broadcasts and some of your stuff, which is what you want. You know, you want new traffic to your SFM sites, you want new traffic to your business website, you want new eyes on your stuff, because that's how you're building your following and building your list. And the great thing about doing up your newsletters like this is if somebody else who's never seen you before, never been to your website, likes what they see in the newsletter, and they can see a subscribe section there at the left-hand side where they can put in their name, their email. The minute they put in their name and email and click OK, they're going to go onto your list. So it can help you build your list as well. And if you share it in the right way on Facebook, with a bit of a status and stuff, so you'll go back into your Facebook fan page and you'll click on edit that post and you'll add some information to that particular share, that newsletter share. You'll add a little bit of a status information yourself, so it looks good. And once you've got it looking good, you can then do some paid marketing on that particular post that you have on your Facebook fan page. So then when you do some advertising through Facebook on that paid post, on that post that you've got, that's got your newsletter in it, that you send out to your list, when anyone clicks on that advertisement, they will see your newsletter and they can sign up to your list. So it can be an easy, effective way of building your list from from what you have to something a lot more. And you know, you could use the same thing. You could use it in a paid marketing campaign on Google AdWords, on Bing, virtually anywhere. So yeah, that's why I got so excited about it. Did you want to go to Google Plus, Robbie?
That's not there.
Still on Google Plus?
That page there?
No, not on the on my page. Go to Sandra Lemming. There I am. I shared it on my personal profile.
Oh,
yeah,
that's where I was going.
Yeah, here's the newsletter. If you click on that newsletter, click on there, and this will be the same newsletter you've all seen in my email account. There you go. It opens up. There's my face. You know, it's good branding. There's the newsletter. There's all. Yeah, you can. I can share it from there. What did you do, Robbie?
I clicked share.
Go back. Oh, just see here where it says like this, subscribe by my email. You can put on the left-hand side there. You can put. You know, somebody can put their name and their email and sign up to your list. I think you're already on my list, Robbie.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, so you don't need to sign up again, Robbie. Yeah, go on.
And so on Facebook, that would have just come up as a post somewhere. Like if you had done it on Down Under Marketing, it would have appeared.
That would already be on Down Under Marketing on Facebook. If Robbie goes to Down Under Marketing on Facebook.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Because I just think, it would be good to see it so
Robbie,
people...
Type in One Stop LO Shop for me.
Yeah. Yep.
There it is. Oh, it was up top there, but you've lost it now. It's separate words on Facebook, Robbie. Like there's spaces in between the words. There. I might not have changed it properly in Aweber, and it might have shared on my oh no, it hasn't shared there either, but it should be on the Down Under Marketing page. But but it's up the top there. That's the post I did the other day that I was fooling around with that I got really excited about. That's the newsletter there. So when people click on that newsletter, it opens up. And I've actually gotten a couple of subscribers who have actually read the newsletter from my Facebook page there, who have subscribed, who have also gone to my website to let me know that they've subscribed to my newsletter from my Facebook fan page, and I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. So I had these emails in my One Stop Aloe Shop email account today with that in there, with a couple of, oh, I found your newsletter on your Facebook fan page, and I subscribed to your newsletter list. So I hope that's okay. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's really cute. So yeah. I don't know why it's not showing on Robbie's page there.
Question.
I don't know where it went to. I've sent it somewhere. Somewhere on Facebook.
It's gone somewhere else.
Well,
so just to sort of check.
Yep.
So just so say you did it through Aweber, so now it appears on your page, and for the sake of this example, down under marketing page.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to share to your normal profile or whatever, you just go, it's better to do it through Facebook rather than try and do it. So like at the moment for me, right, because I'm not using all of this, I'm just doing it in my blog, and I'm then just sharing it straight from my blog a few times, like to different places, rather than sharing it on my page and then sharing it again from the page. Is there a particular way that you should do it, like that's better for backlinking and stuff? Or is it much?
Okay, now you've hit upon about 3 different subjects in one there. So
I'm good at doing that.
I'll try and break them up. Okay. Now, when you set up your news, like obviously not every broadcast you send out, you're going to, you're not going to put the share links in all of them. You will put your follow links in all of them though. So set your Facebook follow link up and set your Twitter follow link up, because that's private to the list person, and they may not be following you, or so you put your Facebook follow and your Twitter follow in all your emails that you send out in Aweber. The share ones, so that your list member can share it out onto the internet, may not be applicable to every broadcast that you do. But if you are broadcasting blogs to them, that's sort of like a newsletter, I call that a newsletter, on a regular basis, and you haven't over-personalised your message, to the list person when you want it for namesake, it's just a general sort of share to your list, well then I would put the share buttons in there and make sure you share it to where you want it to share to once you send that to your list. So if you want it to share to your business page on Facebook, choose your business page. Now if you don't like then going into Facebook as yourself and sharing your fan page posts onto your own personal profile, but you still want that post on your profile, there is another way you can do it. You can also choose your Twitter account. If you choose the right Twitter account and you have your Twitter account hooked up to share to your personal Facebook profile, then you've just shared to 3 profiles. So once you broadcast your newsletter and you've got the share buttons and stuff set up, it will not only share to your list, it will share to your Facebook fan page, then it will share to, say, your Twitter, and if your Twitter is hooked up to your personal profile on Facebook, it will then share to your personal profile. So then it's shared to 3 places, and 3 different places at that. I know it's hard for everyone to get their heads around this, but your personal profile is also another profile, and it is different to your fan page. The people on your fan page are followers. They're not necessarily your friends. However, there may be a blog broadcast or a broadcast newsletter that you send out to your list that has relevant information that you feel may help your friends. So if you set it up so it shares on your Facebook fan page, and then it shares to a Twitter account that you have hooked up to your personal profile on Facebook, then you've just shared it 3 ways. So your friends on Facebook are going to see it, your fans on your business page are going to see it, and your people in Twitter will see it. And then if you send yourself out a test broadcast as well, you can then go and have a look at that and share it on your Google Plus page if you want. The reason I say that you can copy that direct link in Aweber that I showed you, that's so if you want to share it to several different business pages and or profiles that you may own, because you can only share it to one at a time from Aweber unless you put in extra buttons. But yeah, it's just as easy to copy the link and just, yeah, you can do it that way. So like that aloe vera, my newsletter that I sent out yesterday, I've shared that on a couple of other fan pages on Facebook and business pages on Google Plus that I happen to be involved with. I've also shared it into some communities on Google Plus that I'm involved with that talk about health and fitness and things like aloe vera and stuff like that. And I've also shared it into some groups into Facebook. So I always copy that direct link, and I usually save it on my computer in a notepad somewhere. So, you know, if I was serious about that newsletter that I just sent out, I would have gone into here perhaps, and I would have at the bottom of it, I would have just put the direct link that I think I might have, I'm not sure if I still have it, but I would have put the direct link underneath it. Yeah, there it is. I'd save that direct link there, so I can save it virtually anywhere I want. You know, stumbled upon, I could, you know, anywhere I want. I can even take that link into tidy URL if I want, and tidy URL it and put it underneath a YouTube video. So when people click on that link, it opens up the newsletter.
So just another question. In how you're talking newsletter, is this, it is similar to a broadcast, or it's just the same as doing a broadcast, yes or no?
Well, it's the type of
the type of broadcast.
It's the type of broadcast, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a broadcast, like when you broadcast your blog to people, that's like a newsletter.
Yeah, cool.
And that's, you know, that can be relevant to a lot of people. So, you know, in a blog broadcast that you're sending out to your list, you will put your share buttons at the bottom of that, and you'll copy your direct link like this one here, and you will share that particular blog broadcast. When you're setting that up, that would be very useful for your website, because, you know, if a person in your list goes, oh, this is a pretty good blog, I like this, and Sally down the road is like this, and I don't think she would have seen this yet, so I'm just gonna you know, share it with her.
Yeah.
And they can share it with her, and she may like it, and you've just got a new person reading your blog, and, you know, clicking on your links, and, you know, and signing up to your list, and she may go, oh, you know, Jack down the suburb way, he'd like this, and she shares it with her crew, you know, with her people, and shares it on. So you're giving yourself more opportunities to be shared around.
There's a tip that I could share, which Emily Thompson helped me with the other day, because a lot of us are starting out. It's back in Aweber. I don't know if Robbie can go back to there. One thing that was really good for you guys once you do start doing your broadcasting is Emily just, like, you know how Sandra started at scratch and set up the actual new broadcast. you can actually, when you send them, they come up on your dashboard, and there's an option underneath the title when you're looking at your recently sent broadcast, and you can actually copy it. And and what Emily does, which I thought was great, especially because, as you know, a lot of us trying to broadcast that every day, you can literally set it up as a template. So if you're broadcasting and you want it to look the same every day, you just create one exactly how you want it to look, send it out, and then you go back into that every day and copy it, and then you just fill the gaps. Well, not fill the gaps, but override the day before stuff. So you don't have to drag and drop all the new icons in again and all that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if there's an easier way that you can set up a template of your own.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Robbie, have you sent out a broadcast before?
He's gone again.
Robbie.
Hello, wake up, Robbie. 1, 2, 3, wake up, Robbie.
I've just muted myself.
Maybe he is.
But
Okay.
I've found that you can share it on your screen, Neen, if you want.
Oh, how do I do that?
Well, I've made you the presenter, so if you go to the control panel and click share screen on the...
I'm being cheeky. I'm on my iPad.
Ah.
Yeah, she won't be able to do it from her iPad, Robbie. You'll have to flick it over.
I could log in, but I'll have a race and see who gets there first.
Look, the thing with that broadcast, when I was sending it out and I was waiting for it to clear, and then it showed up with that big blue box there, the broadcast had a title. Now, you can save your different broadcasts if you want. I like to save them because they have different titles, so I know what I've sent, so I can keep an eye on my stats to see who opens the broadcast. That's how I know which broadcast I'm sending out. That's how I know. That's how I do my tracking.
I can do
without having to do too much downloading onto my computer. But you don't even need to copy, Neen. You can actually click edit. You go to that broadcast that you sent out yesterday. You just click. You go to that broadcast, and underneath the heading and the little description of the broadcast, there's a thing that's...
You can show it on your screen. Yeah.
Okay. I'll try.
Oh, I can't see it. When I'm looking under recently sent, it's just got view stats and copy. But it might be in a different section. But yeah, that was I saw what you wrote, Emily, how, yeah, it's an awesome tip. It was just like, oh my God, that is just, yeah, very helpful. Oh my God, guys. I've just looked at one that I sent, and I've got 4 whole subscribers on my list, right? And nobody has been opening any of them, and I've just noticed that it's been opened by 2.
There you
go.
See? Well,
one clicked.
In that section. Yeah, you're on your iPad, aren't you, Neen?
No, I'm looking at Aweber on my PC, but I'm talking to you guys on my iPad.
Okay, well, where you can see that 2 people have opened, to the left-hand side of that, underneath the heading of that broadcast, there should be edits, send text.
No, I've only got view stats, unless I'm looking at the wrong place.
You might be looking at the wrong place. I'll log in and I'll show you what I mean. I'll log in.
Okay, I'm dreaming. I've done this before. 1 person has opened it. The second person was me.
Bye, Dee.
But hey, she's opened it. She's never opened it before. So whoever she is. Catherine Villa.
See, this is why I don't like to delete the broadcasts that I've sent out, because that's why I know what broadcasts. See, this is why I don't like to delete them. That will like go to here. I think I've only sent out a couple here that I was fooling around with. The first one was a total balls up, and it didn't work really, really well.
Your screen hasn't come up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not coming up.
My screen hasn't come up. It's not coming up. Okay, let's see again. Show my screen.
It's working now.
Working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, because the reason why I say to keep your broadcast, some of your broadcasts that you send out, is because if this thing ever friggin' wants to work for me, is because, okay, these two tests that I've done on this list, one just, earlier on this evening before I come on, and this one here, this way I can see who's opened and not. If I copy over that list, I won't actually be able to see. Like if I copy that, I won't be able to actually see.
Robbie. You're Darth Vader again, Robbie.
But if you go in here, Darth Vader again, is it?
Yeah. There he goes, he's gone again.
He's gone again?
You're good, Robbie's just Darth Vadering in and out. See, sorry, you know how you just went back there and you said copy?
I think it's follow-up series. Let me go to follow-up series. I think it's in here. I found it the other night when I was pulling my hair out in total frustration. I was like, frustrated. Yeah, I see you copy and redo it on the same template. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
You go down here and you copy onto the. Yeah, but if you go to messages and you go to follow-up series, you can actually
edit there.
You'll actually have, and you can actually edit. So you can click that open.
But that's not in a broadcast though, yeah? That's different.
That's a broadcast that was sent out.
Okay.
So it should open up in about an eon or two.
There's I noticed when you clicked on that actually there was templates.
Right, I didn't want to go right into this because it's a different subject. I really only wanted to just keep to the one subject because otherwise all this extra information is just way too much overwhelm for newbies.
Sorry. I understand.
And but see, here's an old newsletter that I sent out, thanking people, for their interest when they signed up to my list. Right, this is just a thank you sort of broadcast that goes out to people when they sign up to my list. If I want, I can go in here and I can change this. I can edit. I'm on edit, and I can edit anything in here. I can even edit the top part here, yet still keep the same template. And that's simply just by going into messages and my follow-up series. So, and I mean I think that's how you do it with your SFM as well. I'm just going to leave that page. If you want to edit things in your SFM list, you can do that as well. You know how you've got all your SFM boot camps that you send out. So if you go for your SFM list, if you go to SFM boot camps and you go into here,
you've got edit there, yeah,
and you click follow-up series, you can actually go in and you can edit your SFM boot camps. And now this is going to be real overwhelm for the newbies.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't meaning to go there. I was meaning just broadcasts, like separate to the boot camp. So it's cool. I don't want you to overwhelm anyone because I know how that feels. So you don't need. I don't want to make it harder for people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't want you to.
But sticking with broadcasts, there we go. We've gone offline with Aweber.
It's trying to tell you not to do it. The universe is interfering.
Universe is interfering. But yeah, sticking with broadcasts, what I would suggest, especially if you're new, what I would suggest is you pick your list. You'll pop, if you're new, you'll only have the one list. Create a broadcast, click on a broadcast, and get into that practice of doing that each and every day. When you set up your first broadcast, if you set up a template that you want to run regularly, write down the name of the template that you're using. And that way it will be easy for you each time you set a new broadcast. But each time you send out a new broadcast, you should have a different headline and a different subject heading anyway. And some of your content should be different in there as well. So, you know, and you may want to change the template around a little bit as well. You know, like, you know, you may find a template that you like, but the broadcast that you sent sent a week ago, maybe nobody opened it. So you can have a look at that and say, well, maybe if I move the pictures from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. So then you can edit that particular broadcast, you know, go back into your broadcast and edit that particular broadcast. Move your pictures to the left-hand side, because you may be somebody who posts all your pictures on the right-hand side and you're not getting a good open rate, but you still want to use that same template. So you will go into, you know, once you know what template you're using, say you've selected a template, say this is the template that you like, and you've clicked on that template, you know, you'll write down the name of it, TikTok, so you know what template you're using. So you write TikTok down. So, you know, and you may do things differently in here. You know, the pictures down the bottom of the template, you know, they may be whatever, you know, and they may be the same pictures that you send in each broadcast, and you may not be getting a good open rate. So if you remember it's TikTok and you create a new broadcast, you can change your headlines and stuff, and that way you've got the two broadcasts to compare. Does that make sense, Neen? So instead of copying over the other one, so you'll have the original one with, say, these three pictures, but because you've created a new one, a separate one, and you've put maybe different pictures here and maybe use different colours for your template, you know, change the colours, you may get a better open rate on that one.
Yeah, I was just meaning more for like, you might find that after, doing it every day and you're not getting anything to maybe change it or whatever. I was just thinking for those of us that are doing the 30-day challenge, that to help us be a bit more efficient with time, that you could use that. That was all. That was my logic behind it anyway.
Yeah. With you guys that are doing the 30-day challenge, you would have actually had your blog broadcast set up, wouldn't you? Like in here, you would have set up your blog broadcasts so that each day when you do your blogs, they just automatically send out to your list.
Well, that's the RSS feed, and that's the drama I haven't been able to figure out. And I don't think, I know Emily hasn't figured it out either. So we're trying to, she's had bugs since she, you know how she had issues with her website. And I just haven't figured it out, basically. You know how you told me, how you go and get it off your website, your WordPress and blah, blah, blah? Yeah. Can't figure it out.
Okay. All right. Well, I might do some investigating into that and see if I can find some really easy to explain information like that. Because, I mean, I know RSS feeds are very confusing, and a lot of the information out there on RSS feeds is it's not hard. It's not easy to understand. It's really, really difficult. They've almost made it like a minefield. But what I will do is I will go and see if I can find somebody who has explained it in layman's terms. So basically our children can understand it.
Yeah.
And if I do find some stuff, I'll just send it to the group and stuff.
Well, yeah, do you remember how I told you guys I was chatting with Greg and Fiona about Aweber. It's been rescheduled because they went to Jay's. So that's Monday afternoon now. So I'll still ask them if they'll let me record it or whatever, and so I can share with everybody, because I'm still asking them all things Aweber.
Get them to record
So
it.
this is the section that you and Emily, this is the section you and Emily are having trouble with.
We didn't walk through it together. We just spoke about it, and she just said she was having trouble linking it up to her WordPress site. And I was looking at it, and I just, too hard basket, so I just didn't do it.
Because once you set this up,
it'll be automatic, I know.
And choose a template here, it'll be automatic. It will automatically send your blog to your list. And you went to here. I mean, I got my RSS feed after I set up my SEO Yoast tool on my website and did all of that.
Where did you
I never bothered.
Actually, Robbie, you and I were playing with it, remember? You and I were trying to do it one day, and we just couldn't figure it out. I don't even know where you were then, Sandra. Yeah, we went into this part, what you just did before. Yeah, where's that? Where are you?
WordPress.
Are you in WordPress?
Here I'm in Aweber. I'm in Aweber. Under blog broadcast.
Yeah. Yeah, Robbie and I even went through it. That's when we got you on board because we couldn't figure it out. That was that night when we had a big discussion about effing Aweber. I'm pretty sure.
This is what your RSS feed will look like. So basically, it will be one of these, and that there, where it says example.com, like if I was getting my RSS feed from my site, it would be this here, and that would be onestopalloshop.com, and then that would come after it.
Have they ever tried that?
So all you've really got to do is, let me see if I can explain this. Like in here, this will look something like this.
And if you had like a /blog, you would put that in there too, yeah? Or not? Like all your blogs come under blog?
Yeah, so if they all come under blog, you'd put blog there, and then your other slash, and then at the end here, you would have you would have either one of those, whichever one is hooked to your blog. If you're using permalinks, custom permalinks on your blogs, it will look like this. So, say that part there.
Oh, so you've got to put feed at the end of it.
Yeah, it's got to have this here, feed, see, equals. So it should look like that. That's what your RSS feed will look like. Now, does that clear up that issue for you and Emily?
Yeah, well, that's what we were doing the other day, but it just, then how does it all link through and work? I don't know what Emily's exact was. She just said she was having trouble setting it up, and I just did it with Robbie last week or whatever, and yeah, it didn't work. I saw your comment, Emily. Yeah, we Googled it. We YouTubed it as well.
Okay, well, when you've tried the first one, if the first one doesn't work, you'll need to go to the second one. The second one doesn't work, you'll need to try the third one. If the third one doesn't work, you'll need to try this one. If you're using permalinks, custom permalinks, you'll need to use these ones here. The same way. Now you can, you can easily find that with the Yoast tool. I don't know if Robbie went over that when he went through the Yoast tool. I'll have a look at that video, and we may have touched on it briefly, But what I'll do is I'll have a look at that video. I'll go to my website. I'll show you that part of the Yoast tool and of the website and how to find your RSS feed on your website. And I'll show you how to copy it and paste it straight into there.
Okay, cool. I'll keep playing around with that, but yeah. Thank you.
That will probably be the easiest to do. So, yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
Awesome. Oh, cool. I'm glad I made sense, Emily. I can get out of here now. Okay.
Probably need to go to bed, don't we? Bedtime.
Yes, we probably do. I think we've probably lost a lot of people because I think some people had to go.
Yeah.
But Robbie's got to go to bed because he's got to get up for work tomorrow.
Mm.
See you in the morning, Emily.
Thanks, everyone, too. Thanks a lot.
No worries.
That's all right. Thanks, Neen. You need to get some rest too. Bye, everyone.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Night, bye.
No worries. We'll catch you next week.
Okay, bye, Robbie.
Bye.